Russia's Iskander missile strikes Chernihiv with unrelenting force. What was the target of this deadly attack? The quiet morning of August 8th was suddenly shattered by a decisive blow from the Russian side. On a Telegram channel, a video emerged as undeniable evidence of Russia's superior capability to destroy Ukraine's vital assets down to the core. After meticulous preparation by Russian forces, at exactly 9 o'clock in the morning, a precision strike was launched. The Iskander missile, with terrifying speed and accuracy, struck the unloading point of unmanned aerial vehicles belonging to the armed forces of Ukraine in the village of Stakhorshchina, Chernihiv region. In an instant, 2 trucks loaded with drones, the eyes and ears of Ukrainian forces on the front line, were obliterated into rubble, 37 kilometers from the main battlefield. These critical assets were destroyed even before they could be unloaded from the trucks. How can a strike be executed with such pinpoint accuracy from tens or even hundreds of kilometers away? The answer lies in the prowess of the Iskander missile system, a masterpiece of Russian military technology. The Iskander, known to NATO as the SS-26 Stone, is far from an ordinary ballistic missile. It is a tactical weapon system designed to pose a serious threat to any air defense network, including the US-made Patriot system. With a range of up to 500 kilometers, the Iskander-M can carry various types of warheads, from bunker busters to 700-kilogram cluster munitions. Its attack on the UAV trucks demonstrated its remarkable sophistication. Launched from a highly mobile platform, the missile travels at hypersonic speed, reaching Mach 7. It follows a quasi-ballistic trajectory, meaning it does not follow a predictable parabolic arc. Instead, the Iskander can perform extreme maneuvers throughout its flight path, making it nearly impossible to intercept. To ensure precision, the Iskander uses a combination of inertial guidance systems, optical mapping, and corrections from GLONASS GPS satellites. In fact, based on analysis of missile debris recovered from strike sites, Russian engineers continue to enhance the system, replacing decoy modules with ones more resistant to signal interference, ensuring the missile stays locked on its target. When striking moving targets like trucks, intelligence data from reconnaissance drones or other sources provides target coordinates. If the target moves, these coordinates can be updated mid-flight. The result is a devastating strike with accuracy measured down to mere meters. So, why did Ukraine's air defense, often praised by Western media, completely fail? This failure is not an isolated incident, but rather a reflection of systemic weaknesses. The extreme speed and maneuverability of the Iskander missile are fundamentally designed to defeat modern air defense systems. Systems like the Patriot, supplied by the West, have proven to be overwhelmed by the Iskander's unpredictable trajectory and incredible speed. Ukraine's failure highlights that relying on Western hardware without an effective counter-strategy against Russia's superior weaponry is a futile gamble. With the Iskander, Russia is not merely launching missiles, it is exploiting fatal gaps in the enemy's defense doctrine. The importance of destroying UAV transport trucks as targets cannot be underestimated. In modern conflict, UAVs have become the lifeblood of military operations, especially for reconnaissance and artillery strikes. These drones provide Ukraine with an eagle-eye view, enabling them to locate Russian forces, direct artillery fire, and launch surprise attacks. By destroying the trucks that transport UAVs, Russia isn't just eliminating a few drones, it is strategically blinding the enemy in a critical sector, crippling their ability to observe and attack effectively. This is a smart, proactive tactic. Rather than waiting for the drones to take flight and threaten Russian assets, it is far more effective to destroy their nest directly, cutting off enemy logistics at their most crucial point. This methodical policy did not stop at Stakhorshchina. A day later, on August 9th, similar information emerged once again, reaffirming the consistency of Russia's strategy. This time, a deadly combination of Iskander missiles and Geran-2 kamikaze UAVs struck a UAV manufacturing facility in the industrial city of Dnipro. The damage inflicted was massive. The attack sent a clear message. Russia will not allow Ukraine's drone warfare capabilities to breathe, neither on the front lines nor at the heart of its defense industry. How heavily does Russia rely on its Iskander missiles and UAVs? The answer is massively and with increasing effectiveness. July 2025 silently bore witness to an escalation of this strategy. Open source data indicates a new record in Russia's use of UAVs and missiles. A total of 6.298 attack UAVs, primarily of the Geran-2 type, were launched throughout July. a sharp increase from 4.514 units in June. On one day alone, a record 728 UAV sorties were launched. The new jet-powered drone, Geran-3, also began to play an active role. On the other hand, 192 high-precision missiles focused on the Iskander-M ballistic missiles, KN-23s, and Iskander-K cruise missiles were used to strike high-value targets that pose significant challenges to Ukrainian defenses. Additionally, the use of agile FPV attack drones surged dramatically to 23,500 units, along with the consistent deployment of around 200 Lancet drones and 500 Molniya units. When compared, July's data reveals a smart tactical shift. Although the number of missiles slightly declined from June, the number of deployed UAVs soared exponentially. This indicates a brilliant adaptation by the Russian military, now employing swarms of lower-cost drones to overwhelm and confuse enemy air defenses, while reserving sophisticated missiles like the Iskander for the most strategic targets. This trend is expected to continue into August. The recent precision strikes are not just routine operations, they mark the beginning of a new chapter, where Russia's technological superiority and methodical strategy will increasingly dictate the course of the conflict, systematically and inevitably suppressing Ukrainian resistance. The situation is heating up, isn't it? Especially now that it has been revealed that the United States is testing and preparing infrastructure for the deployment of intermediate-range missiles in both Europe and Asia. They are building Aegis Ashore launcher systems in Romania and Poland, and together with NATO, they are discussing the possibility of deploying new offensive weapons near Russia's borders. At the same time, the Typhon system and other long-range weapons are starting to become actively operational. But Russia is not standing idly by. They are prepared as well. One of their most notable steps is the development and deployment of ground-launched intermediate-range missiles, with ranges between 500 and 5,500 kilometers. Does the West truly understand what they're dealing with? Russia has many strategic options, ranging from the Oreshnik intermediate-range ballistic missiles already deployed in Belarus and Kaliningrad to ground-based versions of the Kalibr-M cruise missile and the Iskander system, with a range of over 1,000 kilometers, and even a ground-launched variant of the Zircon hypersonic missile, which is extremely difficult to intercept due to its incredible speed. None of these steps are without reason. For Moscow, this is a direct response to the United States and NATO's latest military strategies. So, how far will this arms race go in 2025? That's all for today's episode, and thanks for watching.